with some slides. But we can do without the slides, or okay. Any slides? Great, because I work out, but I will try without the slides. It's even more challenging, but so good morning, and it's a pleasure to be here in this amazing city and attending our annual Congress. And I would like to thank you, all the organizers, and in particular Pier Giorgio, for asking me to speak. I've been asked to talk about sustainability. In my opinion, sustainability is mainly a matter of a culture. So I have decided to entitle this speech, "The Future Starts Today, Not Tomorrow," as once said John Paul II. I had prepared a wonderful slides with a dark sky, but you try to imagine this dark sky because my consideration is that looking at the horizon, the sky seems to be dark because the ongoing change is really profound. The world is moving fast, changing direction and trajectories with great speed, and so it's not really possible to predict understanding long-term outcomes. In a sense, chaos is the new normality, and the complexity is now the daily environment. I do really think and believe that harmonizing the moment with the horizon is our most engaging challenge. You can imagine also my second slide, where are two definitions. The first, and both two definitions deal with sustainability. Just to say that undoubtedly the concept of sustainability is linked with long-term, future, and persistence. In the slide there is two short definitions that I will read for you because we have in the slides. So the United Nations World Commission on Environment and Development in 1887 defined sustainable development as a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And on top of that, if we think back to when we were at the university, many of us will remember that the concept of the creation of value was defined as a guideline objectives for companies, organizations, and people in general, both as single individuals and for the various forms of association through which man consorts to reach given goals. The concept of long-term satisfaction is directly linked to the concept of sustainability, of harmonious and far-sighted development, of the ability to connect the horizon with the long terms with daily actions. So the question is how we can hold together the long-term perspective and the chaos. For me, the answer is really simple, and the answer is technology, digital transformation, and data analytics. These are indeed game changer within our lives. In these times of fast and predictable change, we often feel lost, confused, unsure, and disoriented. In my third slide, there is a picture of Charles Darwin. My little kid is here in this room. He studied Darwin, and he thought me. Then Darwin once said that it's not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. And so, uncertainty may make us feel awkward, uncomfortable, and hesitant, and therefore not sufficiently responsive. So, wouldn't it be nice if we had some little help to predict the future and reduce uncertainty? But what is really prediction? Prediction is the process to missing in information, is the process that takes information you have to generate information you don't have. As you probably know, last year, 2018, was the year of doubling. In 2018, we produced the same amount of money, of data, we had been produced since the origins of the mankind. That's incredible. But we have to think that by 2030, there will be 150 billion devices, active devices, able to share data. In 2030, the double time will be 1 hour, just 1 hour. So the key process to connect the moment and the horizon is collecting data, turning data into information, and using the information to create knowledge, and leverage this knowledge to create new opportunity. My message, and it was in the fourth slide, is that knowledge is power, and knowledge means having data and information and being able to connect and elaborate and manage it to achieve your objectives in the long run, and thus become sustainable. I would like to remind you, as we said also yesterday, that technology destroys professions, also that of the CFOs, but not work. In forthcoming years, the balance between job loss due to technological innovation and new opportunities will not necessarily be negative. But as we said yesterday, new jobs will not be available with old skill. We need to be cultured to flourish in our age. We need to be cultured. That's another topic of sustainability. My last slide was a picture of an old lady, like my mom. My mom is 87, and she was a partisan during the Second World War, so with no time for study, because she was engaged fighting for her life and our country. My mother owns a smartphone, and she uses the smartphone to write down message and to drop call. That's great, because she's 87, but she is using only the 5% of the computing power on the phone. We have to avoid this situation, because as we said, we have to be cultured to flourish in our age. The business world is changing rapidly. Adopting new technology too late could be crucial, and so many companies will be driven out of the market because of their reduced ability to understand the new competitive arena. Remember what Darwin said about adaptation. We cannot be sustainable without technology. Past model of human interaction can no longer be implemented today. My last slide was that according to some studies, in the next 5 years, 35% of the workers will lose their jobs due to digital transformation. So please, look at the person to your right. Could it be him or her? No? So look at the person to your left. Could it be him or her? If the answer is no again, that person is you. Thank you. 5 minutes.